All right, y'all. So I don't know how long this is gonna take, so I'm probably gonna end up having to put this on YouTube because my wife is recording me, and this is like the third or fourth take. So she's getting a little tired of me. So all right. So today is February the 6th, which happens to be one of my siblings' birthday. So I guess this will be a tribute video to her on her birthday. So I'm going to be talking about marriage with my wife because I'm obviously married, as you can see, and it's Sunday. So we are going to talk about marriage in the biblical way. And we're going to be talking about the two passages from Matthew and Mark. It will be Matthew chapter 19, verses 3 through 12, and Mark chapter 10, verses 2 through 12. And we're going to read the New International Version because with the do's, thous, and thuses, I'm pretty sure that people want for me to wait to read King James Version on Thursdays. So I'll just wait till I see Devin, and then we can talk about marriage on Thursday. So the King James Version. So the New International Version we will cover now. All right, so we're going to talk about Matthew. So it's tax time right now, so I'm going to start with Matthew because I believe Matthew was a tax collector. I'm not sure. I don't have my religious degree or anything, so I'm not a scholar. I'm just having a discussion with my wife. So, yes. All right. So, this is 3 through 12. And I'm not going to read it. Y'all can read it. It's Matthew 3 through 12. It's Matthew 3 through 12. But what I wanted to talk about was Jesus was being tested by the Pharisees. And so the Pharisees was asking him, is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for any reason? And that's in verse 3. They asked him, is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for any reason? Like, you know how we have in Florida, it's really hard to get a divorce. But in some states like California, you could get divorced just all willy-nilly. So that's what we're discussing right now. That kind of divorce. Legal divorce. So, and Jesus said, have you read? He said that at the beginning, the Creator made them male and female, despite what common people would say. He made them male and female and said, for this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. And so, in my opinion, I don't believe in no-fault divorce. So that's why I live in Florida. That's why I got married in Florida, because I believe in no-fault divorce. So there's your answer to that. And so they ask him again about marriage. And then he goes way, way, way to the beginning. Jesus go all the way to the beginning, talking about Moses. And then the Pharisees say, why then, in the 7th verse, it says, why then did Moses command that a man give his wife a certificate of divorce and send her away? Jesus replied, Moses permitted you to divorce your wives because your hearts were hard, but it was not this way from the beginning. I tell you that anyone who divorces his wife except for sexual immorality and marries another woman commits adultery. And the disciples said to him, if this is the situation between a husband and a wife, it is better not to marry. So I think it's just funny because when me and my wife, we were filing our taxes and we were looking at like what we were going to be getting back, we was like, damn, we might as well just waited after tax time to file our taxes. But don't worry, we're going to work that out. Personal shit. We're going to get that together. Well, yeah, when it comes to this marriage thing, man, y'all gotta have y'all finances together before y'all try to bring it together, cause hey, they say the only thing guaranteed to you is death and taxes, so hey, y'all better figure this out. Y'all better figure it out. Yeah, and another thing I want to share with y'all is I'm trying to get my copyright license so I can learn to start copyrighting my videos. So I got to get my money up to start, doing that. So then I'll be official Then I can submit my copyrights and hopefully I could monetize my videos, make a little moolah, take a little stress off my life. So now we're going to move on to Mark. Oh yeah, like I was saying, I was learning how to get my copyrights. Well, I'm trying to learn how to get my copyrights. So, and then the next step is I'm gonna try to learn how to get my trademarks. And so while I'm talking about trademarks, we're gonna move on to Mark. So, and we're gonna be reading Mark chapter 10, verses 2 through 12. And this is again the Pharisees, but this time, since we're talking about trademarks, we're going to the beginning, like the original, who you are, what makes you as a person. The physical stuff. You know what I'm saying? Your DNA. Get down to the nitty gritty. What made you? What made you? So, now, in verse 3 it says, what did Moses command you? And in verse 4 it says, they said, Moses permitted a man to write a certificate of divorce and send her away. It's because your hearts were hard that Moses wrote you this law. And Jesus replied, but at the beginning of creation, God made them male and female. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. When they were in the house again, the disciples asked Jesus about this. He answered, anyone who divorces his wife and marries another woman commits adultery against her. Let me read that again. Anyone who divorces his wife and marries another woman commits adultery against her. If she divorces her husband and marries another man, she commits adultery. Now, is that clear enough for you? Is that clear enough for you? So, in my opinion, after reading that, me being a Christian and all, I would say that, hey, if you got a baby with somebody, people running around with all these baby mamas and all of that, in my opinion, after reading the two versions in the Bible of Mark and Matthew, that the legal part of it, like the certificate stuff, the legal stuff, the taxes and property and all of that, the government can sort that out. But as far as the whole God aspect of it, like what made you get down to the nitty gritty of creation type stuff, me personally, if y'all got a baby together, y'all married, y'all tied in, y'all locked in for life. So if you got more kids with more than one woman or more than one man, hey, I'm just saying, polygamy maybe? Polyamory? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Like, subscribe, all that shit.